tonight we're going to work on your stretching and strengthening your back. And there's certain poses that we do naturally in yoga that do that job, but I'm going to just point them out a little bit more and talk about them for you. So I tend to every now and then get a little bit of a tight back, and I know which yoga poses work great for me there, and everybody's back is a little bit different. So if you know, like a twist is not really good for your back, or a forward fold is not great for your back, then don't do it. All right. I'm kind of doing a generic. It's always going to be generically, and everyone's going to be just a little bit different. So grab a strap and a blanket, and we will start. I'm going to see. You can use your blanket for your head or your neck. Go ahead and roll down. Let's go ahead and tense your knees. So drop the knees together. And how that really helps the back is that it widens that posterior pelvis. So once the knees come together, that back just really stretches out. We can bring our hands onto the belly. And so our breath is always key in helping us relax and to stay focused. And listen to your body throughout our practice today. Tuck the chin in, take your arms out into a T, and then bring your knees up. Go ahead and walk your feet as wide as your mat, and let's just slowly draw the knees to the right, lift the knees up, and now slowly to the left. And just gently moving the knees side to side, just rolling through that low back. And when we do this, we really get circulation and movement into the hips and that sacrum. And let's go ahead and add your breath. So inhale up, exhale, and inhale up, and exhale to the other side. And just going at your own pace. There's no hurry. Let's do one more on each side. And let's drop our knees to the right. And now you can just keep the knees bent, or you can take that right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Keep the shoulders anchored down to the floor, but let the arms relax completely. Feel that opening up through the chest and the heart, and opening up through the lungs. Take 2 more rounds of breath. And then slowly come up. So you come into it. Let's drop, let's get our feet wide again, but drop the knees over to the left now. Reach your arms into a T and take that left foot on the outside of that thigh. Now close your eyes. Good. One more deep inhalation. As you exhale, let's go ahead and hug both knees into the chest. And really draw the knees up towards the rib cage, and we can feel that low back kind of lifting, the tailbone lifting from the floor. Now in full wind pose, let's go ahead and rock gently side to side, giving the back a little more love. And now you'll pause. We'll take that left foot down to the floor and hug the right knee into the chest. Now I'd like you to draw the knee a little bit closer to the rib cage. Pull that navel into the spine and really release the low back into the floor. Right foot to the mat. Bring your left knee in. Give it a nice hug. So we never want to force or strain, but we just want to really come to the edge of that stretch. So you hug the knee in towards the rib cage, relaxing the low back into the floor. Then go ahead and bend the knee. Walk your feet together and walk your feet in or towards your sit bones. Lift your hips up and rest your hands on your low back. And this is really just a way to help you protect your back. The next one we're going to do is we're going to take the one knee at a time up. And we're going to flex our feet. So this is another way to strengthen our core and really more around the lower abdominals. So you're going to tap the right heel down, and then we're going to switch and tap the left. So it's like we're going to go for a little run here. We're going to go 8 and 7, here's 6 and 5. Really pull the belly in. And you can slow this down a little bit. We'll just do one more set. Good, here's 4, 3, 2, and last one, perfect. Now we're gonna take both legs. Let's bring our feet down to the mat. So we lift the hips up, and we're gonna take our legs back to this tabletop position. In yoga, this is called the dead bug. We're gonna reach the arms up. All right, and so what happens is one leg extends out as the opposite arm reaches, and then it comes back. And then we take the right arm, left leg reaches, and then comes back. So we reach and back to dead bug, and then reach the opposite side, back to dead bug, and reach, come back, good to the other side. I know it's a little harder than it looks, right? Opposite arm and leg. Good, reach and come back. Good, reach. Keep the abs strong. Good, here's 4. Bring it back. And 3. Bring it back. You don't have to lower the leg as far as I'm doing here. And just one more. Hug the knees in. Good job. And circle the knees around. Have to really focus on that one. Nice circle. And then you'll hold, and let's reverse that circle. Now we'll hug the knees in, and either you're going to roll to your side, and we're going to come into a tabletop position, or you can grab the back of the legs and roll up and come into a tabletop position. So let's do a little more stretching for our back. We'll get into this tabletop position, and the perfect stretch for your back is the cat-cow. So spread the fingers really wide and rotate your elbows out. Now go ahead and take a deep inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, we're going to push the floor away and drop the tailbone down, round the back, and open up the shoulders. Then inhale, roll through the spine, lift your heart, and lift your tail. Good. Exhale, push that floor away, tuck the navel in, draw the tailbone down, open up the shoulders. And now soften. Articulate through the spine, lift your sternum and your tail. And one more time, good. Push the floor away, rounding our back. And now inhale, roll through the spine, lifting our heart, lifting the tail. Now go ahead and come into a neutral spine, and we'll do a little dancing cat. So you're going to extend your right leg behind you. And let's go ahead and pick that leg up. We'll want to even out the hips. So the hips are parallel to the floor. So the right leg is lifting, the left arm is reaching. And then we come back into our cat, elbow to knee, and extend and reach and lift. And then elbow to knee, extend and reach. Good. Good. Tuck in and extend out. Good. Here's 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Good. Extend and hold. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, bring your hand and knee down. Good work. Let's take that left leg behind us. Go ahead and slowly lift the leg up as you engage into your abdominals. Now into a balancing table, taking your right arm and extending out. Take an inhale here as you exhale, round, tucking in and reaching out. Good. Elbow in, extend and reach. Good. Use your breath. Inhale, extend. Here's 4 and reach. Good. 3 and reach. Here's 2 and reach. And just one more. And now you hold. Hold right here, taking a deep breath. Let's exhale and release your hand and knee down. So knees kind of tuck in here. Uncurl your toes and sit back. Drop your hips to your heels. And you'll want to walk those hands out as far as you feel comfortable with. We really like to stretch through the whole spine. Bring the forehead down. Come into that deep belly breath. Now slowly come up. Those who have blocks, you may choose to use your blocks here, but we're going to slide our right foot forward. And you're going to come into a nice low lunge. Nice. And you're going to take another full breath. We're going to bring our hands onto our thigh and lift the torso up. So sink low into that hip flexor. You're pressing the hands down, and maybe you're lifting the chest a little back and up. Now bring your arms up next to your ears, and we'll work through the upper back. So when we're working through the back, we actually want to stretch below the back and up above the back, right? Because the tightness could be anywhere in those areas, right? So the upper back, we'll do a little work here. So you're going to inhale here. You're going to exhale and come into your cactus arms. So draw the shoulder blades together. Release your hands down to the floor and then reach your arms back up. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, draw the elbows wide, open the heart and the chest. Take another full breath, release your hands down. Good, and then circle the arms forward and all the way up. And last time, elbows out wide, chest is open, big deep breath. As you exhale, release your hands down. Good, reach the arms forward and all the way up. Good, so release your hands down, but bring both hands into the inside of your foot. You're going to push the floor down, flex the back foot, and slide that foot back. And we'll slide that left foot forward, moving into our low lunge. You just want to take a moment here to let the body just relax and adapt to the new stretch. This is really where the healing part of the pose comes in. So we want to take 2 more breaths. We're going to take our hands onto our quad and lift our torso up. So you can interlock your fingers, press your hands down into your quadricep, and then start to lift the heart, lift the chest. This is really important for the low back as we bend and stretch out through that front hip flexor and quad. This is a good balancing pose. If you feel there's some work going on, there is lots of work going on. The body has to work together, all as one, to really accomplish this combination of stretch and strength. You're going to take another full breath. You're going to reach the arms up, lift through the chest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, draw the elbows out wide, open the chest. Take the fingertips down towards the floor and then circle them forward and up. So draw the elbows wide, open the heart. Take an inhale. As you exhale, release the hands down and reach them forward and up. And one more time, deep inhale. Exhale, elbows wide, open the heart. Release the fingertips down and then circle them forward and all the way up. Let's float the hands down. So we're going to frame your left foot. You're going to push the floor down, flex the back foot, and slide that foot back. We're going to come back to the floor. You're going to roll down onto your back. We're going to walk the heels a little bit up towards your hips. This one is always so perfect for stretching and creating flexibility in the spine. You're going to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to draw the belly in, press down into the feet, and tuck the chin in towards the chest. Some of you may wish to reach the arms back and over. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly articulate down through that spine. Again, we'll do it a couple times. Deep inhale. And we exhale, we come into a nice, strong core. Press down into your feet, lift your hips up. Chin is tucked in, float the arms up and over. Stretch the upper back. Take an inhale. Exhale and slowly roll down, opening up through that back body. And release your hips down, your hands to the mat. Here's our last one. Deep inhale. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Press down into your feet, pushing through, lifting the hips up, floating the arms over the crown of your head. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we'll roll through the shoulder blades, the back of your rib cage, through that mid back and low back, and then float the hands down. Let's hug our knees into our chest and gently rock side to side. Now for our last pose, I would like to do a spinal twist. So you're going to take your arms into a T and make sure your props are out of the way. You're going to roll your knees up and over, stacking the knees and the hips. Good. Dropping the left shoulder down. Take 5 more breaths. Very nice. Take the top leg up first, followed by the bottom leg. Hug in. And again, gently roll side to side, hip to hip. And then we'll roll all the way to the opposite side. Reach your arm across the floor. Your hand can rest on the outer thigh, keeping the knees and the inner thighs together. Take 3 more breaths. And one more full inhalation, slow exhalation. Take one knee at a time back up. We're gonna just finish off with your feet on the mat and roll to your right, coming into a little bit of an embryo position. You can rest your head on your forearm and use your hand to push up. We'll end in an easy cross-legged position. So sitting tall, bring your hands to your heart and your thumbs to your chest. Namaste.